All right, so I just wanted to show you where I'm at with the sipati. So I've pretty much filled it all in with white, except for the green spots that you see. And so, I'm gonna start adding. So I've done it like a shade of yellowish orange, the body, and then this outline I'm gonna start doing red, and I'll probably add more red to it. Okay. So I just want you to see that for very small tight places, what I do is I use a thin paintbrush, right? And then I'll use a thicker one for wider spaces, depending on what it is that I'm painting. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with yellow. So I don't grab too much paint. I just grab very little. See, and then I'm just very mindful to not go past the borders. So I'm not rushing through this. I'm enjoying it. It's a chance to kind of, meditate a little bit, think about things that have happened through the day. And very quickly, you can see that I've added some more color to the tummy of the sipakli. And I'll probably add another layer to that. I'm going to go ahead and paint part of its face. And I do move my t-shirt around because I want to get the best position for whatever it is that I'm covering with paint. And again, I'm using very thin layers, even if it means I have to, do another layer. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pause. So again, very important, the width and size of the paintbrush that you use. Because if you use a thick paintbrush for very narrow spaces, you can expect to go outside of the line. All right, I'm gonna pause and I'll come back when my t-shirt's almost done. Okay, so I'm almost done. I'm doing, part of the teeth. It's a little bit dark right now because I'm working in the nighttime. But um, once I look at look at the colors in the daytime, I'll be able to tell if I need to retouch anything. Um, you know, and I'll also raise the t-shirt up, and if I see light coming in through the cloth where the paint is, then that tells me, okay, you got to cover that item with a little bit more paint there. Um, okay, so video, I'll unpause again as soon as I'm done. Okay, and I'm just about finished. I'm gonna do the last nail. Then again, I'm using the very fine paintbrush. I don't put on too much paint. Once I finish painting this, I'm going to let it dry for about 10-15 minutes. And just to check if it is dry. And so while I'm allowing it to dry, I place it somewhere where no one's gonna mess with it, right? Where no one's gonna put anything on top of it or where it isn't gonna fall, where the cat is not gonna get to it. And so at least for 15 minutes, let it dry. Again, if your layers are very thin, are thin layers, they're going to dry quickly, like I want to say 10-15 minutes. Okay, so before you lay it out to dry, I want you to pull it like this, pull it off of the cardboard or whatever paper it is that you used. Reason being, if you don't pull it and if your t-shirt is very wet, that the paint kind of seep to the inside of the cloth, then it will latch on to the paper and it might tear it off, and the paper might be a part of your t-shirt permanently. Okay, so you just want to keep doing this to make sure your t-shirt is not stuck onto the paper. All right. I'll log on and pause again for the final. Okay, here we go. This is the final of my t-shirt. And this is not my birth potential or my day or 13-day cycle. It's just a t-shirt that was extra, and this was the symbol that was on it. This was the image that was on it. So it's still not dry, but I'm gonna lay it down to rest. And again, um, do go ahead and pull your t-shirt up off of the cardboard that you have inside. Okay, keep it somewhere safe for like 15-20 minutes, depending on how thick your layers are. The thicker your layers are, the longer you need to let it dry. All right, have fun painting your t-shirt.